Okay, guys. I am live on Twitch and on YouTube. Yeah, I can see myself on both platforms. That's great. So yeah, welcome to a brand new week. Welcome to Ace Attorney Monday. And welcome also to the first Monday of November. Yeah, but this Monday hasn't been, I mean, it might look it, like, looking at what I'm wearing, but, I mean, I have had a chill Monday today, but, yeah. I haven't just been lazing around all day, I've been coding and stuff, so I'm more than ready to relax with a bit of Ace Attorney for the stream today. I'm just gonna turn the game down because I can barely hear myself talk over it in my own headset. So yeah, there we go. So I'm not gonna mess around with too much of an intro today because I am raring to go with gameplay. So yeah, let's get straight into it, shall we? And let's... Oh, we're in the middle of the trial. Okay. Okay, yeah. Let's go. So, new testimony from Fulbright. Alderman QB was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. The fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman QB was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake and he grabbed the statue and struck back. Alderman QB had been slipped some kind of sleep-inducing drug. That's right, the accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler, so he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. Here's the autopsy report to prove it. Okay, so QB's autopsy report has been added to the court record. Cause of death, stabbed with a spear, estimated time of death around 3:20 PM. The victim had been in a drug-induced slumber. And the victim managed to attack his attacker despite being impaled by a spear. That sounds almost superhuman. Is it even possible? I'm just gonna check the audio whilst I'm playing the game, just for a quick second. That seems a little low, just a little. Okay. Well, he was a former pro wrestler after all. Yeah, there we go, that's bang on. Okay. That spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite.
Objection!
Not so fast. Don't try to brush it all off by saying the alderman had been a pro wrestler. Do you really expect us to believe he could fight back after being skewered by a spear? Never heard of the incredible feats of which man is capable of in a pinch, have you? Like the samurai of yore, wrestlers can battle through intense pain. I mean, come on. If anyone knows that, like, it's me being a wrestling fan and seeing pro wrestlers go through, well, for the most part, it's like kayfabe intense pain, like fake intense pain, but wrestlers can get legit injured sometimes. So, yeah, the pain can be real. It sharpens our senses. I used to talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink. I don't know. It still sounds a little far-fetched. Does it now? Then perhaps we should test the theory on you with the edge of my blade. I didn't sign up for this. And so your life is spared. For now. Please let those shackles be made of titanium. I don't want to die. Haha, my investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof, for my name isn't Fulbright. I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest. The accused prints were on the weapon, and he's the one person without an alibi. Quite decisive evidence, wouldn't you agree, Your Baldness? The defendant is sounding guiltier by the minute. He has the judge leaning toward a guilty verdict, and the trial's just barely begun. What's more, curious rumor about the accused is making the rounds. They say he seeks the murder for the purpose of freeing Tenmataro from his imprisonment. Truth be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards work. Perhaps he is a complete nutter and really does seek to release an imaginary demon. Either way, he is raving mad and more than capable of murdering the alderman. That mayor is a strange one, alright. I heard he went to a blood drive and instead of donating, he tried to make a withdrawal. Order! There will be no gossiping in my car. I don't know why that made me laugh so much. Your Baldness, please take a gander at those charms plastered across his cranium. I hear they're meant to keep him safe from possession by the demon Tenmataro. Then again, perhaps he's already under the demon's spell. Behold, the lunatic appears poised to lunge at you at any moment. Eee!
Hold it!
The rumors and quirks of Mayor Tenma have no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just a fashion statement, I think. Come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they? I feel like Athena, with that fashion statement kind of comeback, was just trying her best to keep on Damien's good side with that one. The prosecution will refrain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud. Oh, what a dreadfully fearsome lass we have here. Phew, thanks for that lifeline, Athena. Careful, Apollo, he has the judge dancing in the palm of his hand. The power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackwell's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impressions to suit his objectives. This guy really is bad news. In any case, it seems the victim did manage to defend himself despite being impaled. What sort of weapon did he use against his attacker? None other than this statue right here. It appears to be a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle. Two yokai to be exact. On one side is the nine-tailed fox and on the other Tenmataro. Quite interesting if you think about it. It's as though this very case were rendered in art. Fox and demon statue has been updated in the court record. The weapon used to bludgeon the mayor. The mayor's blood was found on it, but no prints could be lifted. Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. So, let's just remind ourselves of what evidence we currently have. So, we've got Apollo's attorney's badge. We've got the Yokai Legend Scroll, which depicts a drawing of the nine-tailed fox and Tenmataro. We have the Tenmataro warding charm that Jinxie gave us. The Ninetales flower, which was found in Ninetales and given to us by Jinxie. A special edition newspaper with a photo of Tenmataro flying through the air. We've got a diagram of the crime scene. The foyer diagram. So the caretaker's office, the foyer, the camera, and the range of the camera. Hi Claudia, welcome in. Happy Monday. I hope you're having a good Monday. Right. And then we've got the fox and demon statue. So the crime photo, which shows Alderman QB being skewered by a spear. as well as loads of bed feathers and bloody tracks on the ground. We have the amazing Ninetales mask, which has a bit of loose white hair inside. Amazing Ninetales glossy. Yeah, the new Silk Song emotes that Chugs brought out are so good. It was really fun using the new Hornet emote in the Silk Song stream the other day. Yeah, and I'm glad Chugs is enjoying Silk Song. I knew he would, but yeah, it seems like he is really enjoying playing that game. Okay, we've got Jinxie's statement. So she says she saw the demon in the hallway near the crime scene and it fled towards the foyer. We've got the TV listing of a wrestling match that Phineas Filch was watching, and we just got the autopsy report. Okay. Men with spear that have been on the wall. Okay, I'll press. So, those weapons on the wall of the Fox Chamber, I presume those are real? Don't you think keeping real weapons around like that is rather dangerous? No matter what he collected, the alderman insisted it be the real deal. For instance, he had a real demon's club in his possession. Yeah, I'm really glad that Chug sent everyone in the Discord a photo of Aloy on Halloween. I thought the little pumpkin toy that was next to Aloy in the photo was really cute. And I hope that Chugs and Aloy enjoyed their first Halloween together. Because, yeah. Because I know this time of year, I mean, this week might be a big test for Chugs because I don't know how many fireworks you'll get over there in America. But yeah, dog lovers over here hate it at this time of year with all the fireworks that go off. So hopefully Aloy won't have to deal with those as much. Yeah, she is a really cute puppy. And she's getting so big as well. Yeah, she's getting so big as well now. Like, I feel like she gets bigger every time I see her. Right. For instance, he had a real demon's club in his possession. Apparently, one of his ancestors claimed it after defeating a demon in battle. What? That's gotta be an old wives' tale. Ha ha ha. The alderman had pure, unadulterated justice flowing in his veins. Whatever he did it right. I hate that animation so much. Like, are his tears flowing out like that because he's pinching his nose? I don't get it. I don't get it. Nothing but claptrap and boulder dash, if you ask me. Yeah, I really like this game a lot. I think this is my this is my third playthrough. I played it way back when on my iPad a few years ago, and then I played this game again as part of this collection that I'm streaming. Yeah, I played it about a year ago, and now I'm playing it again. So yeah, I love the Ace Attorney series as a whole. Like, not just the games either. Like, I highly recommend, if you're an anime fan like me, watching the Ace Attorney anime because it is really good. Now stop your bleeding and tell us about the weapon. Your wish is my command. Okay. The fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. Okay, I'm just gonna look at the murder weapon. Oh, there we go. There was no prints on it. But then the Fox and Demon statue isn't really the murder weapon. Because the murder weapon is a spear. So yeah, never mind. I'll still press the... It doesn't make sense if you think about it. Prince could easily be wiped off. You do have a point there. I'd venture to say he did not wipe off the prince because he could not. What do you mean? Looks like he wants you to figure it out. Well, don't just stand there, show him who's boss. I'm totally lost. So why don't you just tell me the answer already? I don't think he saw that plea for help. You feeling alright, kid? Running a fever, perhaps? I wish trials came with a reset button. Well, the specifics may yet come to light. Please proceed, Detective Fulbright. At the time, Alderman QB was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. And yeah, I don't think there's nothing to contradict that, so I'll press it. Just to get more information. Come to think of it, a coffee cup was found on the floor. Was the sedative in his coffee? Bingo! We found traces of a sleeping agent all over the inside of the cup. And that is why he was out cold. That is until he leapt to his feet upon being impaled by the mayor. What an awful way to wake up. Yeah. Huh, a rather stimulating eye-opener if you ask me. Okay, a black quill, to each their own. I too would have risen to the attack, for to die in battle is the samurai way. Paradise awaits fallen heroes, but that hole in his stomach would make eating a challenge. Wow, he's really turning this into a joke. Prosecutor Blackwell, please, those morbid jokes of yours have no place in this court. Says a gesture in detective skies. Moving right along. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. Okay. Well, I'll just double check the autopsy report for the victim stabbed with a spear. I mean, yeah, there's nothing to suggest that he wasn't impaled.
Hold it!
So the alderman was drugged because he was really strong. Did you see those rock-hard muscles of his? I'm surprised the spear even managed to pierce that armor-like musculature. I admit, I'm completely jealous of that righteous body of his. Ha ha ha. Well, he did look pretty buff, even in that suit he had on. Quite a difference when compared with a yellow belly like you. Yellow belly? Who even says that anymore? Yeah, and the color's all wrong too. Ooh, I know. How about a squishy red tomato? I moved to strike both of your comments from the record. Mr. Justice's character is not the issue here. Now let's get back to what happened after the far more muscular alderman was impaled. Yes, well, your average person would likely have died on the spot. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake and he grabbed the statue and struck back. Well, the alderman's prince... Aha! Yeah, I think this is where I present the statue, because no prince could be lifted, so that would mean if the alderman grabbed it, his prince would have been on it.
Objection!
There we go. Did the alderman really strike the mayor? What? Are you questioning my sense of justice? Your so-called justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. You claim the alderman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him. But the statue he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory. It would appear that the defense has a counter-argument. Very well, let's hear what the defense thinks is odd about the detective statue theory. Well, there are no fingerprints. Yeah, that should be it. There are no fingerprints on this supposedly crucial piece of evidence, and if you look at the crime scene photo, you'll notice that the alderman isn't wearing gloves. Yes, I believe he is quite gloveless indeed. If he touched the statue with his bare hands, he should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fulbright, you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you? Ah! This can't be happening. Did I arrest the wrong man? Wow, he's doubting himself already. You did it, Apollo. You knocked Detective Fulbright off his high horse. Well, it's just 1 point in our favor. Who do you suppose clubbed the mayor if it wasn't the alderman? Well, if it wasn't the alderman, that means someone else must have clubbed the mayor. You mean there was a third party there in the Fox chamber? Exactly, and this could be the big break we've been looking for. There does seem to be a hole in the prosecution's argument. Prosecutor Blackwell, would you care to respond to the defense's assertion? The least you could do is look at me while being dismissive. Your mind is as dull as an unhoned blade, Justice Dono. Justice Dono? He's been watching too many samurai flicks. It will take far more than that to cut down Simon Blackwell. Hi, Naturaholic. Welcome in. It's going good, thank you. I hope you're having a good start to your week. A whelp such as you has no hope against my superior swordsmanship. This is a trial, not a sword fight, Prosecutor Blackwell. There is a perfectly good explanation for the lack of prints on the statue. You might recall the blood-stained cloth found at the scene of the crime. Well, it just so happens that the blood was the mayor's. So, what are you getting at? Oh, you're just having cheap, awful tacos for breakfast? Yeah, I mean... I wonder where you got those tacos from, out of curiosity. You think Taco Bell's awful? I mean, it's not the best Mexican food I've had by any means, but it's still pretty yummy. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I quite like Taco Bell. I mean, I don't really have the tacos that much there. I more have like the burritos or the quesadillas, stuff like that. Cause yeah, like the basic crunchy or soft taco is a bit like meh. Oh lol, well I lived in LA for 2 years. My standards for tacos and nachos is past the stratosphere. Yeah, I've heard that America do have some really great taco spots. Unfortunately, the UK can't say the same. I feel like the only taco place we really have is Taco Bell. So, yeah. So, what are you getting at? Tone your mind, boy. Why was there blood on that cloth? Solve that riddle and you shall see that the hole you thought you found is but an illusion. Now let's see. How was that cloth used? Was it used... to wrap the statue, I think. Maybe the alderman wrapped the statue in the cloth. In short, he wasn't touching the statue directly when he used it to strike back at the mayor. Ah! Precisely. Bully for you, boy. Oh, it was nothing. Apollo, don't let him start manipulating you too. You just closed the hole for the prosecution. I did. I did. Right, that a statue wrapped in cloth would leave no fingerprints is plain as day. But this also proves there are no holes in our theory of the alderman striking back. Oops. Ah! Okay. The weapon used to bludgeon the mayor was wrapped in a large cloth. Now, do you see how dull your mind is? I'll make sure to sharpen it next time. A particularly frightening inmate once told me that he always tenderly honed his blades before he went to work like samurai of yore. Samurai sounds more like a homicidal maniac to me. Actually, he was working in the prison kitchen at the time. Wait, so the inmate was a murdering samurai prison chef? It would seem that the victim and his killer were the only ones there after all. I was kinda attached to that hole. Now what? Apollo, I just thought of something. If they didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue, who's to say someone other than the alderman didn't hit the mayor with it? Why didn't I think of that? Anybody could have not left prints on it. Then who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue? Please illuminate us with your wisdom, young lady. There's only one answer. The real killer. Prove the existence of this real killer then. What evidence have you? Oh, I'll give you evidence, alright. Athena, are you sure about this? To borrow your words, Apollo, I'm fine. Take a look at this. Black feathers and tracks, allegedly from the yokai, were found at the scene. I believe they're from the third party who struck the mayor with that statue. Is the defense actually suggesting some sort of monster killed that alderman? That's exactly what I'm suggesting.
Objection!
No, Athena, you just lost what little credibility we have left. Sorry. Guess I got carried away. Mr. Justice, we've no time to deal with objections between members of the defense. Sorry, Your Honor. It's just this kid's still, well, a kid. Ouch. You meanie! I'm reporting this to Mr. Wright. So, is this court to believe the feathers and tracks are from a yokai, as you put it? No, Your Honor. I believe they are a fabrication. The real killer wants us to believe some sort of monster murdered the alderman. Interesting. And why do you suppose the killer would do that? Why indeed? Mr. Justice, you seem as new to this as your partner is. Ouch. This I'm not reporting to Mr. Wright. Hoy, Fulbright, explain to his baldness what these brats are missing. You know, the who and why behind those feathers and tracks. What? You mean you can explain all that? Ha ha ha. Our investigative prowess is without equal. I'm starting to think I chose the wrong profession. Very well, let's hear about these so-called yokai feathers and tracks. New testimony. Okay. Feathers and tracks. This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition to the municipal merger. Mayor Tenma panicked when the amazing Ninetails helped embolden the protesters, so he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. The strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer. Those feathers and tracks stoked the villagers' fears. Absolutely. He knew exactly how to prey on their superstitious minds. Those feathers only gave weight to the idea that the alderman was slain by a demon. The accursed demon Tenma Taro, that is. Tenma who? Tenma Taro, the legendary demon locked away in the village's forbidden chamber. From a young age, the villagers are taught to fear the great black feathered demon, and thus were they blinded to other more plausible explanations. Hold on for a second. Before we start letting our imaginations run wild, isn't there someone else that could be considered a suspect? Mr. Justice, please explain yourself. On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at QB Manor, and as part of this event, there was someone dressed in the likeness of Tenma Taro. Obviously, this person is a much more likely suspect than any legendary demon.
Objection!
Dullard, you are playing right into the killer's mind games. By the way, Natcholic, I am curious what your favorite tacos are that you've ever had. I mean, I doubt I'll be able to ever have them because I don't know whether I'm ever gonna get the chance to go to America, but yeah, I am curious. Yeah, I am curious what tacos are better than Taco Bell. Listen here. The feathers and tracks were merely red herrings. The villagers believe the murder to be the work of the real Tenma Taro. However, the police believe that the person in the Tenma Taro suit is the killer. Ah! The defendant sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself. However, he was knocked unconscious by the alderman, and thus our mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime.
Objection!
You honestly believe Mayor Tenma would do something so stupid?
Objection!
The evidence speaks for itself. Fulbright. Right, it was the mayor's last-ditch effort to stop the opposition before things got crazy. The amazing Ninetales was fueling both the yokai craze and the anti-merger movement. Plus, he's one of the better-known masked wrestlers and the hometown favorite. That's why the mayor panicked and set out on the path of injustice. But do the people of Ninetales Vale really believe a yokai is behind? You love Taco Bell? Yeah, so you must be like me, where you love Taco Bell, but you don't really like the tacos from Taco Bell. And Taco Bell's your favorite. Yeah. It's kind of funny that they called... Oh yeah, Taco Bell is like miles better than McDonald's. I remember like 10 years ago, I was in like a group chat and I got into a debate with a bunch of people about whether Burger King or McDonald's was better. And I was on Team McDonald's, but that was only because I hadn't tried Burger King yet. But now I know that McDonald's is like the worst burger joint. I'd rather go to like a Five Guys or a Wendy's or Burger King, like anywhere else other than McDonald's. Yeah, I totally get why everyone was like, what? No, Burger King was better back in the day when I was in that group chat. But yeah. So, do the people of Ninetales Vale believe that a yokai is behind the crime? Yokai sightings are an everyday event there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I must say, a crime that preys upon innocent, impressionable minds. Just so, a particularly silver-tongued inmate once had the following words for me. The innocent of heart are the easiest prey. You don't say, was this inmate a con artist? No. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. I actually felt sorry for the poor chap. Wait, so he wasn't the predator, but rather the prey? Yes, well. Now then, the defense may proceed with their cross-examination. Okay. Feathers and tracks. So, let's see. So let's press. Detective Fulbright, is the anti-merger movement really that strong? Oh, absolutely. They parade around in yokai costumes shouting, "Down with Mayor Tenma!" And just the other day they stormed Tenma City Hall claiming it was a den of vipers. But when the accused showed his face... The angry mob scattered like leaves upon an autumn wind. You see, lowly yokai are no match for Tenma, the dark lord of their kind. Wait, are the villagers scared of Mayor Tenma or Tenma? I'm confused. I think he means Mayor Tenma. It's easy to get the wrong impression about the guy. Detective Fulbright, why do you suppose the defendant would commit such an act? Okay. Press to get more information. The Amazing Ninetales. No one knows his true identity, right? That's right. And he was a lone wolf, or in other words, he didn't belong to a wrestling federation. He appeared like a shooting star, defeating one Tenma wrestler after another. And before anyone knew it, he was champion. Like the samurai of yore surrounded thick with enemies, he cut them down one by one. It was a complete and utter loss of face for Tenma Pro Wrestling. He was amazing. If ever there was a real superhero, it would be him. I dream of becoming a true champion of justice like him someday. I bet Detective Fulbright would be a great pro wrestler. He could even team up with Prosecutor Blackwell, a police detective and a prisoner in chains. You know, I think people would actually pay to see that. I know I would. Hahaha, so you do understand the greatness that is the Amazing Ninetales. So he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. Press. Did the murder and yokai evidence really stoke the villagers' fears? Absolutely. It had an immediate effect. The presumed return of the dreaded Tenma was some shaking in their boots. Oh my, is it really that bad? That superstitious lot, it's as if Jack the Ripper had been set loose in their village. The mere thought of that demon lurking about is enough to spark a mass exodus. I see. That's a very persuasive argument. The mere thought of his honor buying into Simon the Psycho Slasher's words makes me want to spark my own exodus out of the courtroom right about now. So you see, there can be only one reason why anyone would plant those feathers and tracks. The strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer. Fresh? But it doesn't add up. If what you say is true, why top it off with murder? What do you mean? You claim that our client planted the yokai evidence stoked villagers' fears. If so, then why not stop there? Why murder Alderman QB? Excellent point. It is, isn't it? So Your Honor agrees there was no reason for the murder, correct?
Objection!
Perhaps the killing was on the spur of the moment. You're saying it wasn't premeditated? From the outset, I had no intention of paying heed to any of your babble. However, the fact is, the mayor made a startling discovery. Startling discovery? Why don't I like the sound of that? Alderman QB's secret identity. Apollo? I think Prosecutor Blackwell has figured out the Alderman's secret identity. But even if he has, why would it be a motive for the mayor to commit murder? This is not good. This patch of fur was discovered at the crime scene. It's from the mask worn by the Amazing Ninetales. Therefore, we can conclude that this mask was at the crime scene. Oh my, but why would it have been there? The victim was a former pro wrestler and a member of the anti-murder movement. Need I say more? Well, could it really be? Your baldness has had an epiphany, I see. Our victim, Rex QB, was the Amazing Ninetales, and the mayor's discovery of this fact was his motive for murder. No! Order! Order! What a shocking development. A motive clearer than crystal clear. What do we do now, Apollo? I didn't think they'd tie the Alderman's secret identity to the mayor's motive for murder. At last we've reached my real point. Why did the alderman have to forge a secret identity? Does it not pique your interest, your baldness? I admit it does. It is odd that he had to create this other persona, just to secretly participate in the anti-merger movement. Very astute of you, your baldness. Right, now take a look at this. If you value your dearest life, you will merge Ninetales Vale with Tenma's. This blackmail letter was found in Alderman QB's pocket. What? At present, the Alderman's wife is in the hospital, and that letter is clear evidence the mayor was blackmailing him by threatening her life. Wait, didn't the blackmail letter sent to Mayor Tenma go missing right after the Alderman's murder? You think maybe the killer took the letter from the mayor after the murder and planted it into the Alderman's pocket? It's possible, but we don't have any proof that that's what happened. Talk about being up the creek without a paddle. Blackmail letter has been added to the court record. A threatening letter discovered in one of Alderman QB's pockets. Mayor Tenma would have made a clean getaway if he just left after planting the yokai things, but he was knocked out cold by his sudden decision to kill the Amazing Ninetales. So it was the Amazing Ninetales' counterattack that brought the entire crime to light. Wait a sec. Fulbright's claiming that the mayor killed the alderman after planting the yokai evidence, and that the mayor was knocked out cold immediately after that. Detective Fulbright, please add your previous statement to your testimony. Okay. Mayor Tenma killed the sleeping alderman after planting the feathers and tracks. Okay. Do we have anything to contradict that? Okay. Diagram showing the scenes of the crime. Diagram of the foyer. The weapon used to bludgeon the mayor after planting the feathers and traps. Aha! That's our evidence. So, if the murder was committed after the feathers and tracks have been placed, the feathers wouldn't be on top of the blood. The blood would be on top of the feathers, because that's just how layers work. Like, if something happens after another thing, then it's kind of like the law of gravity, that the blood. So if the alderman got killed after the feathers were put on, then the blood would go on the feathers and not so much on the floor. That's basically what I'm kind of trying to get at.
Objection!
Detective Fulbright, your sense of justice is anything but fair. What's this? You dare question my justice again? Yes, and I'm going to prove it to you. Take a look at this photo. This is the crime scene photo. And just what does this prove? It proves when the feathers and tracks were planted. But I already told you, they were planted before the murder. The defendant planted the yokai evidence and was knocked out while killing the victim. Then that would be impossible. If you look right here, it's clear when the feathers and tracks were left at the scene. So yeah, right here, right? Yeah. Like, yeah, let's just...
Take that!
Aren't you just pointing to the yokai feathers and tracks, Mr. Justice? Yes, see how the feathers are on top of the blood and the tracks were made in blood? In other words, the yokai evidence could have only resulted after the murder. But then the mayor must have planted the evidence after killing the alderman. But you said it yourself, the mayor had been knocked unconscious thereafter. There would have been no time for him to plant any evidence at all, therefore... There must have been someone else besides the mayor and the alderman at the crime scene. Ah, there must be some mistake. Order, order. Well, where's your evidence? You can't possibly have any, can you? Ha 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 ha. Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. In fact, I have an eyewitness's testimony for you. You do? But how? Was my vaunted sense of justice really just half-baked? He's taking this really hard. Mr. Justice, what is this testimony regarding a third party that you claim to have? I have it right here, Your Honor. It's a sworn testimony of Mr. Tenma's daughter. The witness Jinxie Tenma saw a yokai in the hallway after stumbling upon the scene. It was the demon Tenma Taro. He is the source of those feathers and tracks. We're all gonna say it's really far-fetched because, oh my god, a demon. Will somebody please say something? The defense will explain to the court exactly what he means. You dare to mock this court and justice itself? You're unfit to bear your name, boy. Your baldness, it appears our defense attorney here is delirious from exhaustion.
Hold it!
Apollo, think of something quick before you're held in contempt of court. What do you think I'm trying to do? Before you decide whether I should step down, please hear me out. Very well, Mr. Justice, I'm all ears, but you had better explain yourself well. What was this yokai you were talking about? It's all in this statement here. Jinxie Tenma asserts that she saw Tenma Taro after she discovered the crime scene and called the police. She came around a corner in the hall. It was around here that she saw Tenma Taro fleeing toward the foyer. The defense asserts that whoever was impersonating this monster is the one who left those feathers and tracks behind intentionally or otherwise. What? How incredibly unjust. Why haven't I heard about this before? The defense just proved there was someone else. So the mayor isn't the killer? Is it all a setup? The prosecutor is a convicted felon after all. Apollo, the momentum has shifted in our favor. Good. Now let's keep it.
Objection!
Little do you realize that though you are in the midst of a fray, your sword is broken. My sword? I didn't know I had one to break. Are you implying that there's a problem with my claim? Consider this. If that yokai impersonator had indeed fled toward the foyer, that fool and that fop would have seen him. Fool and fop? Oh, you mean Filch and LaBelle. Now that you mention it. Both Phineas Filch and Florent LaBelle were in the foyer at the time, but they haven't stated that they saw a yokai, have they? Did you ever consider that yokai was but a figment of a scared little girl's imagination? Ah, why didn't those two see the Tenma Taro impersonator pass by? Why don't we ask them ourselves? I was just about to say that myself. No, really, I was. The defense would like to call Mr. Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor, to the stand. I just know he must have seen something. I suppose we can't ignore the fact that the little girl believes she saw a monster. I trust you have no objections to Mr. Justice's request, Prosecutor Blackwell. I understand that Mr. Filch is enjoying a nap out in the lobby. I knew that Tanuki was a rare find, but when we captured him, I didn't think he'd end up a witness. Do with him as you will. Did he just say captured? No, wait, I don't want to know. Very well then. Bailiff, please go wake Mr. Filch and escort him to the witness stand. Will the witness state his name and occupation, please? Name's Filch, Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor. Oh, and this is for you, your lordship. Just a little something I thought you might like. Oh my, what a fabulous pair of shoes. And your honor will do just fine, Mr. Filch. Ah, it's those shoes again. Don't they belong to Detective Fulbright? Don't tell me Filch stole them again. They're all yours, your honorship, sir. What? But they seem awfully expensive. Yep, too expensive for me, but I reckon they'd be perfect for someone like your honorship. It's a kind gesture, but legal ethics dictate I can't accept such gifts. Aw, ethics methics, just take them if you want them. Polish them up real nice for you, too. I'm sorry about the shoes, Mr. Filch, but I will accept your testimony. The court would like to hear whether you saw Tembataro in the foyer after the murder. New testimony regarding the foyer. At the time of the murder, I was on guard duty in the foyer, just like Mr. Kiwi asked. I was making sure no one, fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise, could get to our guest. I was still in my office keeping a good watch when the murder happened after 3 p.m. But I didn't see nothing out of the ordinary, no siree. That yokai you keep jabbering on about was but a phantom of a little girl's dreams. So you're telling this court you never saw anyone dressed up like Tembataro? Yep, was guarding the whole time. That's the truth, the holy truth, and another butter the truth. And Tembataro? Ah, you don't really believe in all that yokai mumbo jumbo, do ya? There we go. Just had to clear my throat. I certainly don't. Ooh, the bracelet's reacting. My bracelet. It's something the matter, Apollo? My bracelet keeps grazing my arm. Really? So you think Mr. Tanuki, Filch has been lying to us? I wouldn't rule it out. Now, if I could just zero in on a tell, some sort of nervous habit. Ah! The bird's attacking Apollo! What's a hawk doing in here? Allow me to introduce my trusty cohort, Taka. He seems to have taken quite a liking to the courthouse. Made it his new home, in fact. He doesn't live with you, you know, in jail. Who's ever heard of a courthouse bird? Taka simply loathes trickery and fraud, and that queer power of yours seems to have offended my dear bosom buzzard. This isn't some sort of trick or... Ah! I won't be able to spot squat like this. What the heck's going on around here? Run for the hills! No pets or other animals allowed in the courtroom. Ah! Somebody help! Oh, he's merely having a bit of sport. He won't harm you, save when truly famished. In that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, you'll ensure your feather friend is properly fed. You'll be fine, I think. If there was someone dressed as Tembataro there, Phil should have seen him. We'll just have to put our faith in Jinxie's statement for now. I'm gonna mute my mic and blow my nose a little bit because something is catching in my nose or in my throat. And like I can hear it when I'm talking, so and like feel it when I'm talking. So yeah, I'll be right back. Well, so much for that. My nose is just stuffy or something. Because I couldn't get anything. Yeah, I couldn't get anything to blow out. Just check my. Okay. Pardon me. Oh god. So yeah, let's see how this cross-examination will go. I may have to quit reading just for a bit, just to see whether my voice recovers. Because yeah, I don't know what's causing it, but like my nose is like feeling really stuffy all of a sudden. Okay, let's press. Okay, press. Okay. So actually, let me check the TV listings. Aha! Maybe we could use the TV listing to contradict that because, I mean, he won't be watching for witnesses if he was too busy watching a wrestling show.
Objection!
There we go. Man, I'm on a roll today. My brain is like, I don't know whether it's from having amazing Domino's pizza earlier or like just like, or maybe the programming that I did this morning has woken my brain up a bit, but yeah, I don't think I've screwed up a single thing yet in this stream when it comes to cross-examination answers. Nope, he doesn't know when to quit. But yeah, Naturaholic talking about Taco Bell earlier has made me definitely want to Like, I'm definitely overdue a ticket. Oh, now you want to sneeze, stupid Bobby. Maybe now my voice might actually clear itself out a bit. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm definitely due a trip to Taco Bell because Taco Bell UK have just brought back the grilled cheese burrito, which I think might be my favourite Taco Bell burrito so far. And they've also brought out grilled cheese chicken quesadillas and a grilled cheese crunchwrap supreme. So yeah, definitely wanna. And I also really want to try the new glazed white chocolate churros that they have again, because last time I had those were amazing. So yeah. There we go. I was just clearing my throat. Just cause, yeah. I do sound a little bit better now, but I also still sound a little bit hoarse. So I'll give it like 1 or 2 more minutes of like not reading, and then I'll try reading again. I'll also keep sipping my drink in the meantime. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's really dark on my camera right now, and that is because it is only 5 o'clock and it's already pitch black outside. I will say it again, like I do like this time of year for like Halloween and Christmas and stuff like that, and bonfire night, but I hate this time of year when it comes to how it gets dark so early, because it makes anything after 5 o'clock feel spooky and eerie and kind of horrible. So yeah. It's especially quiet if like me, you've ever lived in kind of like a countryside, like rural village area. And yeah, because I feel like those types of villages are like the quietest villages of them all. So it makes it extra eerily quiet. A bald-faced fly? I think you mean a bald-faced fly. Okay, so we need to prove that Mr. Filch is lying about watching TV and the foyer. So, if I had to guess, we will... Yeah, the diagram of the foyer has gotta be it.
Take that!
Yeah, the TV is like facing that way, so if Phineas was watching the TV, he'd be facing that way. Yeah, it makes so much sense. Unless he's gonna make up some lame excuse that, like, I don't know, he's got double monitors and something so he can see both the wrestling match and the cameras.
Objection!
Why did he? Well, not necessarily, because if he was watching a wrestling match and he had it on really loud, then how would he be able to hear much else? Hmm. I really wish my throat and esophagus weren't being stupidly dumb right now. Like, oh, I'm hydrating and like I've sneezed and I wipe my nose and yet like my throat and my like stuff is still catching in there and it's like, oh, my body is just like outrageously stupid sometimes and I hate it. You know, good shyster. Oh my god. Poor Paula. I don't think there's a bags under his eyes. I always thought Blackwell was just wearing mascara. You know, like he was trying to be like a rock star prosecutor. Although that's funny, because if anyone's the rockstar prosecutor of the Destinies series, it's Clavier Gavin, not Sam and Blackwell. Okay, a new testimony from Phineas. He is working overtime. It's true. I was watching a pro wrestling match on the office TV. My eyes might have been slacking off, but my ears, they were working overtime. Nope. I want to read, damn it, but my voice is rebelling against me. Like, I sound all croaky and shit. God damn it. And yet, I thought the legal world had already been through the end times. Okay, let's see. So, yep, I'll press. It's at times like these where I really do wish that... I mean, I get it is fun to read in a visual novel game, but yeah, it's times like this when my voice is trying its very best not to give out on me that I'm like, oh, why couldn't this game have been fully voice acted? You know, by like voice actors that I can listen to, not by myself. I mean, there's voice acting in the anime, and like the objections and stuff are voice acted. Why can't this be like Danganronpa, where the full court scenes are fully voice acted? Speaking of Danganronpa, I have been watching the Danganronpa, the animation anime, so like the anime version of the first game of the Danganronpa series, and yeah, it's interesting. I'm not having as warm a reaction to it as I was with Ace Attorney, and I think it's because I feel like the best part about Ace Attorney is the story, whereas honestly with Danganronpa, I feel like the best part of that game is actually playing it, and not just like the gameplay, but like the immersion of playing the game. I don't no discredit to like the animators or the voice actors or anything, but I don't think the Danganronpa anime has the same level of immersion. Okay. I don't think we have anything to prove that Mr. Filch's ears weren't working. So yeah, I'll just press this one. Yeah, I doubt we have anything to prove that the floor wasn't all creaky-deaky. Pardon me. Let's press that one. Yeah, I will say that's very important. Okay. So, aha! There we go. I had an inkling and my inkling was right. So in the scroll, Tenma Taro does not have a jingly jangly staff.
Objection!
There we go. I am crushing it today. I think this might be the, my logic is oh, maybe playing Spider-Man has also been rubbing off on me as well, because today, after remembering that I didn't finish it, I finally finished Spider-Man 2, and that game came out 2 years ago. And yeah, I played it to death when it came out, but I didn't finish it, and I was only 5 missions or something like that away from finishing it. So, but I finally finished that game now, and oh my god, it was so good. And yeah, I'm looking forward to Insomniac Games' next release, which I believe is either the Marvel 1942 game or it might be Wolverine. But yeah, either way, very excited.
Objection!
Don't get snappy at me, Phineas Filch. Nope, there is no sign of a staff. Exactly what I said. Okay, please tell the court why Mr. Filch believes that Ten Matara carries a staff. Well, I don't think the scroll is wrong. I think Filch actually saw Ten Matara. Yeah, because the other one is just like an insult. Yay, I was right. Nice. It's almost like with Phineas Filch that saying Ten Matara's name is kind of like in the Demon Slayer anime, where anyone that's been cursed by Muzan Kimotsuji can't say Muzan's name, otherwise Muzan's blood will kind of negatively react with them and then they die in a horrifically gruesome way. Are we gonna have to do some analytical psychology? Because the way Athena's talking, it almost sounds like Filch has got some discord in his heart. And when I say Discord, I don't mean the social media service. Ha ha ha. Okay, village superstitions. Do not gaze upon Ten Matara. Do not tell others if you see him. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. Freeing him will bring ruin upon the village. So the superstitions have been added to the court record.
Objection! 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 Objection!
Yeah, believe in the superstitions, Blackwell, or else. I'm really giving Blackwell a hard time in court. Not that I'm complaining. Oh no, it's Filch who's gonna get attacked by top of the bed. Oh no, did he straight up run out of the courtroom? No. I don't know why they don't just like lock the doors during the courtroom. Or during a court session. Because I mean, who wants to be interrupted by a totally unrelated party? Or who wants to just have a witness run out on them like Apollo and Blackwell just did? Oh no, he broke out of his cuffs. No! What kind of superhuman strength does he have? I love Apollo's shock animation, or scared animation. I mean, to be fair, it's kind of a bit of a, like, shock and scared.
Objection! Silence.
George, get back on your chair, old man. Come on. Hi, Avalon. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'm like, I can't tell whether I'm playing Ace Attorney or the Naruto anime. Given that one of the monsters in this case, the nine-tailed fox, is actually also featured in Naruto. But yeah, welcome in. I hope you're having a good Monday.
Silence.
Oh no! Stop throwing your blade at me, Blackwell. Come on. Oh, you're working? Oh, thanks for tuning in whilst you're at work though. Just don't get caught, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully work's going good. Yeah, I mean, I've been unemployed for a good while now, and I actually don't miss work. Like it is proving quite hard to find a suitable job for me right now, but I don't miss working. In fact, like I could genuinely say I do feel happier like not being in a job, because I just have like all day every day to do what I want and not be like bossed around by other people. I tried to come up with a nicer way of saying it. Black Will, stop hitting Apollo with your blades. Come on. Why doesn't someone confiscate Black Will's blades already? Come on. Yeah, you gotta pay the bills, unfortunately. Yeah, my fiance is laughing at me. He knows that all too well. But yeah, glad I have the light on now anyway, because I don't know if you can tell, but it is very dark here in the UK. Like, at this time of year, it gets dark ridiculously early. Because it is almost 5:30 over here, so almost 5:30 PM. Just drinking water out of my very nice AW all-in souvenir bottle that I got when I went to London. I got that bottle because I was a VIP at the most recent All in London show, which was a really cool experience. Like, the only thing that would have made that experience better is if I actually met some wrestlers, which I know they did actually add that part into the Forbidden Door VIP stuff. So yeah. But yeah, at least I got some cool souvenirs out of it. And I guess I did get to meet Alex Abrahantes when I was a VIP, and I also got to fist bump Bryce Remsburg, which was really cool. Yeah, we're slightly more northern over here. Yeah. Oh, you switched time yesterday. I'll have to keep note of that because yeah, I may have to, the next time Chugs is live, I may have to double check what time he's actually going live in my area. Because that can trip me up sometimes if the American time difference changes, and then I'm like, oh, what time is it over there? Not to mention in America there's like EST, like PST, like Pacific time. There's like Central Time. There's so many time zones over in the US, whereas I feel like the only one here is the GMT London time zone. Okay, time for a short recess. Yeah, we're only apart 4 hours for a week in the fall. In the spring, it's 3 to 4 weeks, depending. We're as big as all of Europe, which is why we got so many. Yeah, that's true. The UK is a lot smaller than America. I mean, we don't have 50 states over here, unfortunately. I do usually voice act and read in these games. Like I was doing earlier, but my voice is starting to feel it a little bit, so I'm trying to restrict it. Hi. Yeah, I was trying to restrict it to just talking with the chat. Because it does get a bit hard to both read this game and voice act and talk with the chat all at once. So, yeah. Ooh, Jinxie's the next witness. Okay. Yeah, there is, especially in the trial sections, those are the ones that I kind of do find it hardest to read everything because it's just constant dialogue. There isn't really much time for a break. Like even the so-called recess is just more dialogue. At least if you're playing like another kind of Law and Order attorney-inspired game like Danganronpa. I was just talking about Danganronpa earlier, and like that game, the trials in that game are fully voice acted, so you don't need to kind of spend all your vocal power reading. Does Jinxie think everyone is a yokai when she first meets them? Oh my god. At least the good thing is I've played this game before, so for the most part I can vaguely remember how these trials go down. Like, it would be a lot more annoying if this was like a blind first playthrough and I didn't know what to expect. Because then I'd be like, oh, I really do want to read everything if I can. Bags. Oh no! Okay, so we're gonna get the actual on-the-record testimony from Jinxie about whether she saw Tenmatara or not. So... she saw a yokai. Oh no. That was a really short testimony. That animation is so good, by the way. Like, for... I'm trying to remember when exactly this game came out, but you don't see, like, really good animation like that so often. Like, the face on the plate, it looks so clear. Like, yeah, it does look a little bit hazy. Of course, it's a plate, so it's not just gonna be like a mirror, like a straight up reflection. But, yeah, it does look really good. Swimming in yokai? Uh-oh. Is she hallucinating? Yeah, oh no. I wonder if... I don't think we'll be performing analytical psychology on Filch at this rate. We'll probably be performing it on Jinxie. Because I'm starting to think Jinxie's got some psychological things that will need sorting out by Athena.
Hold it!
Yep, go on Athena, tell them what's up. Yay! I'm right on the money. Time for some in-court therapy. Nope. No. No sword skills. No swords allowed. Her emotions are all out of whack. Okay. So she's feeling a lot of sadness. So far, no. What? Wait. Yeah, I think she's feeling extreme sadness, and that's why her emotions are kind of going all over the place. Like, we can't even... There ain't even any sign of any other emotions. Like, there's no sign of happiness, no sign of shock, no sign of surprise. No sign of anger. That was the other one. Pretty cool, huh? I love doing my widget voice. Because I get to sound like a little gadget or robot. Yep. And yeah, the uncontrollable distress is probably what's causing her memories to go all out of whack. No, Athena just basically called her schizophrenic. No. Oh, poor Jinxie. Looks like she's got a classic case of schizophrenia. You okay on the Wheel of Fire? Okay. So we'll be pressing the left bumper or L1 because I'm using a DualSense controller. And then, yeah, and then we use Y to get to the heart of the matter. So let's press the probe button, and now we're gonna point the cat monster on the Wheel of Fire, and we're gonna probe.
Got it!
Yeah, the chandelier, obviously.
Take that!
Yeah, I mean, there's no way you can't. Hey, congrats on catching a Pokemon Avalon. But yeah, there's no way. I mean, it's common sense. There's no way you can get that wrong, unless you get confused by like the dog head and like the statues in the room, or not the dog head, but like the fox head. Why was SpongeBob getting attacked by demons in that circle? I don't know. Poor SpongeBob. Patrick, die. I do a better Patrick than a SpongeBob, but that was my lame attempt at SpongeBob. I mean, I like to think I'm okay at impressions, but yeah, I mean, I'm no like, I'm trying to think of a good impressionist. But yeah, there's plenty of more professional impressionists that can do celebrity impressions way better than I can. Oh no, she didn't see Tenmatara. It was all part of her. It was all part of her hallucination. No, Jinxie. So by clearing her mind and doing therapy on her, we've actually made the case worse for ourselves. What? Usually therapy makes things better. Okay, so now we're back. So, did I see Timber Terror in the Fox Chamber? So there's sadness or there's shock. So scared when I entered the room. My legs gave out and I fell to the floor. Okay, invoked it. Here we go. There in the Fox Chamber I saw the alderman dead on a table and Papa collapsed in a chair. Oh god. Nobody else was there, and that includes Temma Terror. Ooh, I wonder what the unexpected emotion is here. Yeah. Did I see Temma Terror in the Fox Chamber? The alderman dead on the table and Papa collapsed in the chair. Nobody else was there, and that includes Temma Terror. Yeah. Just trying to figure out what the unexpected emotion is, because it's either going to be sadness or shock on one of the statements, but I don't see any major giveaway that it's one or the other. So I'm going to have to really think about this. I mean, I do... Yeah. I might try pinpointing the sadness here, because why would she feel sad about thinking about Temma Terror being in the... Well, yeah. I'll try it.
Got it!
Yeah, never mind. Okay. So, there is a chance that maybe the unexpected emotion is one that she's not actually feeling as well. So I need to figure that out. Yeah, I'm really thinking about this. Okay. I mean, it could also be that she's feeling sad when she entered the room, because she doesn't mention anything about feeling sad. She only mentions scared, so maybe that might be the giveaway.
Got it!
No, never mind. Okay. I'm gonna try one more thing, and then, yeah, so... I'm gonna see if happiness, because if if nobody else was there, and that includes Tenma Terror, I'd be kind of happy that there was no other yokai in the room, even if what I was seeing was distressing enough.
Got it!
No, never mind. Oh. Okay, yeah, so... Do. Okay. Right, back to the game. So. Oh, okay. So I kind of had the right idea with like looking at the sadness part of it. I just got the wrong statement. So yeah.
Got it!
There we go. There we go. Just clicking back to my YouTube stream. There we go. But yeah, I do have this rule where if there isn't many other people in chat, and also if I feel genuinely stumped, I will kind of look up the answer. I'll basically do a Chugs, although unlike Chugs who looks at his phone when he needs to look at something, I don't know if it's as obvious that I'm looking at a guide because I'm doing it on my computer. So yeah. But yeah, it's a shame because I was on a real roll with like figuring things out for myself, and then that comes along and it kind of trips me up a little bit. But yeah, let's see if I can figure out this next part out. Okay, so there's been an info update, so Jinxie's expression on the earlier statements has changed. Yeah, because the logic in this game can be very cryptic at times, like very hard to figure out. So, but yeah. But I do always try to give things a try on my own first before I kind of give in and seek help. Like, I even used to treat my old jobs that way, where, like, when I was working at my old jobs, I'd very often just, like, work my behind off trying to find an answer to a solution without getting help from a more senior co-worker. Because, like, I do feel like you get more satisfaction out of figuring things out yourself compared to someone else telling you what the right answer is. Okay, Sun and Burst of Courage have anything to do with this? Oh, the flower! Yeah, the flower boosts Jinxie's courage. Okay. Jinxie, you committed a felony. You can't remove evidence from a crime scene. No. Jinxie, no. Give it back. Wait, it's the master key to QB Manor? Does it even open the forbidden chamber where Ten Mataro was being kept? Yeah, so this is the unimaginable consequence, because if the master key was in the fox chamber all along, then only the alderman or the mayor could use it, and the mayor is the defendant.
Objection!
Careful, Athena, contain your anger. This sucks. Okay, Witcher. We might have to perform, like, Athena might have to perform therapy on herself or train Apollo how to do it at this rate.
Objection!
No, Athena, don't run away. He's brainwashing you. Yay, congrats on catching another Pokemon, Avalon. I think I remember what the answer to this is. although it's kind of an unbelievable answer. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go with the only plausible solution. So this isn't the part I was thinking of, but I think the killer probably escaped through the air duct.
Take that!
Oh, maybe not. Okay. Or maybe I pressed in the wrong area. So I'll just try one more time. Or yeah. Where did the killer escape from? So yeah, I'll try here.
Take that!
No, never mind. Okay. Unless he escaped through the forbidden chamber, but then I doubt it. I mean, yeah, the air duct seems like the most valuable option. So either I'm pressing on the air duct wrong, or oh, okay, it's way more stupidly obvious than I thought it was. Okay, the hallway door apparently, which is like, huh?
Take that!
Yeah, clearly I don't remember this part as well. He's readying his blade over there. Okay, the reason the Fox Chamber's hallway door was locked was because, maybe it locked on its own. I don't see why Tenma would have locked it from inside. And the pet wouldn't unlock it from the... Yeah, I'll say it locked on its own. Okay, never mind. Okay, Blackwell. Okay, I'm gonna go... It's gotta be the pair blocked it from outside then. I'm just gonna... Yeah, okay. Yeah, because 10 were locking it from inside just seems wrong. So, yeah, it was a 50-50 there, and I just picked the wrong one. There we go. How could the master key be at the crime scene despite the room being locked tight? Slipped it in when the door was open, changed the lock, threw it in from outside. I mean, yeah, the window was small, but it wasn't small enough that something couldn't be thrown in. So I'll just double... Yeah, I'm bang on the money there. Okay. Apollo looks like he's grasping at straws here. You can see it on his face. Oh. Ah, here we go. Here's where we pick the air duct. So, yeah, hopefully I can just present anywhere in the air duct. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, the air vent was another way that things could be disposed of or brought into the equation. Yep, okay. And then they left through the hallway. Yep. And there's the key in the fox chamber. Clearly, someone in the gallery likes massive foreheads. I mean, his forehead's not even that big, come on.
Silence.
Hold it!
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Oh, you might have run out of balls, Avalon. Like the perky balls. Corrected myself before that became a joke of really poor taste. There we go. Well, yeah, maybe the killer's an actual yokai, you know? What evidence do you have? The newspaper. Yeah.
Take that!
Uh-uh.
Silence!
Uh-uh. Wait, now he's accusing Jinxie? But Jinxie's not the defendant. The mayor is. Oh, he was interrupting the proceedings. Let's see. Oh, the mayor. Yep. Blackwell, you just said that, Apollo is claiming that the murder might have been done by a yokai, and yet Blackwell's over here being like, no, Tenma's not a yokai. Oh, okay, Avalon. Yeah, yeah, thank you for popping in and hanging out for a little bit. I hope I see you again either in my chat or in the AW chat in the Trucks Army Discord sometime soon. Yeah, have a great rest of your day. Yeah, I'm trying to think what time it'll be in America right now. But yeah, and enjoy work as well. And thanks for watching whilst you were working. I know that can be very hard to do sometimes. p.m. Yep. Yeah, I figured it was around that time. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Oh no, his charm flew off. No, he's being possessed by Tenma Terror. No. Why did his charm just have to conveniently fly off? Like, Demon King. Now I feel like I'm watching... Now I feel like I'm either watching Black Clover or Free Run Beyond Journey's End. But yeah, once again everyone, I hope everyone is having a great Monday. I hope everyone is, you know, not being too affected by the usual, oh, it's Monday kind of feeling. I know I was a bit like that last night. I was like, oh, it's Monday tomorrow, but actually I've had a fairly productive day today, so yeah. And yeah, and it's nice that so many fellow Chugs Army members and my followers in general have kind of been smatteringly coming in throughout the stream, which has been rather nice. So yeah, but yeah, once again, this is stream 326, and yeah, I'm having a lot of fun playing this tourney, and I hope it's fun for you guys to watch it too. But I will probably definitely make this a 3-hour stream, especially because, I mean, now that my drink's been refilled, I can drink more of it, but my voice is still, suffering a little bit. But yeah, it would be really nice. I mean, I don't know if I will do it, but hopefully I will be able to get to the next investigation section by the end of this stream. And yeah, I should hopefully be able to stream a lot more consistently this week. As of yet, I don't have any major roadblocks or plans that I know of that will affect my streams this week. So I should be able to stream tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like all week, hopefully. I mean, Thursday or Friday might be a little bit of a question mark depending on when Fred's brother's coming over this week, but yeah. And we couldn't really bring it up yesterday, but me and my fiance, we do definitely plan on finishing the Until Dawn playthrough that we started on Halloween at some point, especially because it's actually ridiculously fun trying to get everyone killed in that game. Yeah, so we will be finishing that at some point. We don't know when. It might just be a spontaneous thing that we do where we're like, oh yeah, we still need to finish our on-stream playthrough Until Dawn. But it will definitely get finished. I'll make sure we don't forget about it. Although saying that, given that Wednesday is bonfire night, Wednesday might be a bit of a question mark depending on what I get up to on that day, because I could very well do what I did last year and go to my nearby park just to watch like all of the nearby neighborhood fireworks. But yeah, I'll have to see what I'm in the mood to do.
Objection!
It Simon Says on steroids seems like the perfect like memeable line to just be like Apollo Ace Attorney Dual Destinies out of context and then just put that line there. It's Simon Says on steroids, that's what the whole game is.
Objection! Silence! Objection! Silence!
Albright, no. You tasered him. Oh no. Or does he have a pacemaker that shocks him? Electric shackles, okay. Great, it's almost like that shock challenge I used to see on YouTube all the time, where back in like the 2010s there'd be loads of YouTubers that would like do quizzes, and like if you got a question wrong, then the person that got the question wrong would get shocked. Also, in regards to more wrestling talk, I'll probably give my thoughts on Saturday night's main event later in the week, just because I haven't watched Saturday night's main event yet. I'm saving it for Wednesday, when I go to my mum's, because, yeah, it's kind of become like a new weekly tradition where every Wednesday I go to my mum's and I catch up on WWE with her. So yeah, but I'm very much looking forward to seeing all of the new champions get crowned, because yeah, unfortunately I couldn't dodge spoilers, especially because I was watching Collision, which was on at the same time as main event. I was kind of just like perusing my social media, not knowing that main event had started. And when I say main event, I mean Saturday night's main event. Okay, so I know this is like 30 minutes earlier than 3 hours, but what I might do, just because this feels like a really good place to stop, is I think I'm going to save here and end my stream a little bit early. Yeah, because this feels like a really good place to stop. We finished the trial section, and now we are on to the next investigation section. So yeah, I'm gonna save, and then yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. So yeah, that definitely. So yeah, I'll go to games menu. So yeah, that was Ace Attorney Dual Destinies for today. And yeah, I gotta admit, I am really enjoying replaying this game again. I'm actually enjoying it more than I thought I would, just because yeah, I do think, like, I think in terms of like the 3D Ace Attorney games, like the mainline ones, I do think Spirit of Justice is slightly better than Dual Destinies. I don't know whether that's an unpopular opinion, but yeah, I do prefer Spirit of Justice to Dual Destinies, but I am really enjoying replaying Dual Destinies again. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying watching it as well. I'm just gonna quit the game. Yeah, I'll just go back to the title and then quit the game the normal way, instead of perhaps breaking it by quitting it. Ooh. Damn Steam overlay. Okay. Like, why are you allowed to pause on the main menu? That's so weird. So, there we go. Okay, so I will put it on my stream ending scene so people know I'm wrapping up. But that was Ace Attorney Monday. If you are on YouTube and you enjoyed this stream, please feel free to like the stream. Like, I don't know, heart react to the stream, turn your notifications on, subscribe to my channel, comment on the stream, all that good stuff to show your support. That would be really appreciated. And yeah, if you want to follow me on YouTube, my social links are in the bottom right corner. So if you want to connect with me outside of stream, I mean. So yeah, I'm not as active on Instagram. You'd be better off either joining my Discord server or which I suppose maybe you could just message me and I'll give you the link to it if you're on YouTube. Or I am very active on Twitter, so, or X, so yeah. So on YouTube, I hope everyone has a great day. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully definitely tomorrow, with more, with returning to Yakuza 3 Remastered. I know it has been a minute since I played that game, but I'm looking forward to getting back to it tomorrow, especially now that there is the highly anticipated, now confirmed remake of Yakuza 3, a Yakuza 3 Kiwami coming out, and it's also gonna include a brand new spin-off game, like tied in with the release and included with the release, called Dark Ties, which I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, but have a great day, YouTube, and I will see you all later.